document number 3. So I'm going to, because it's the same business and we're going from 1 month to the next. So if we ended on document number 3 in April, we're going to start with document number 4 in May. Okay, who bought goods on credit? Sold goods on credit to G. Jersey. Okay, so G. Jersey. Okay, and G. Jersey is D3. So we keep him at D3. And we sold goods for selling price of 474 Rand and 15 cents. Okay, now I have to work out my cost of sales, and I need to use my CP formula. So CP equals 474.15, which is my selling price, divided by 1 times 100 divided by 100 plus my percentage, which is 145. So my cost of sales is 327. Okay. Right, my next transaction that goes into my DJ is on the 17th, document number 05. And this said that we issued an invoice to S. Shumwe for merchandise sold on credit. So S. Shumwe, and S. Shumwe from our previous activity was D1. He stays D1. And this was for trading stock sold on credit, and we assume that that is the cost price, the selling price, 1,754 Rand and 50 cents. I then need to work out my cost of sales, and I do that by saying 1754,50, which is my selling price, divided by 1 times 100 divided by 145. So my cost of sales is 1,210. All right. I hope you guys are getting this. It's quite simple, right? Okay, then that was the 17th. My next DJ entry is on the 30th. And that is going to be document number 6. So we just continue in sequence over there. And on the 30th, we sold merchandise on credit to Al-Manay. And in my previous activity, Al-Manay was D2. We keep him there at D2, and that was 1,493 Rand and 50 cents. Now we have to work out our cost of sales. Same formula, 1,493 Rand and 50 cents. Divided by 1 times 100 divided by 145. And that is 1,030. Okay, then we draw a single line at the top, double line at the bottom, and then we need to add up our totals. I'm just going to take it from my memo over here. Just check that we've got all the correct amounts. 47415 plus 1754. That should give us 3,722 Rand and 15 cents. And our cost of sales, 327 plus 1210 plus 1030. That should give me 2567,00. Alrighty, so that was my DJ and how to record credit sales, trading stock that we have sold on credit. Alright, these are my debtors, and they owe me this money, but we are not finished yet. Please turn over in your accounting books to page 50, and then you'll see over here that activity 7.2, we have a CRJ over here. We're still busy with the same exercise. They have just split the CRJ and the DJ. So I'm still on page 74 with your transactions. And my first CRJ entry is on the 2nd. So before we continue, let's actually just look here. So that hasn't changed. These are all pretty much the same. But if you look here, we now have a debtors control column. And this account represents money that we have received because we are in my cash receipts journal. So debtors control is a control account for people who owe me money. Okay, and if a debtor is paying me, I record it in my CRJ, and this shows that I have now received money from that debtor. So we will put it in my debtors control column. And remember, this is classified as an asset. Okay, so this is document number 001 on day 2, and we issued a receipt to G. Jersey. Now we know that G. Jersey is a debtor, and we've been dealing with G. Jersey, and he is debtor number 3, so we can put that in over there. D3, it's not the end of the world if you guys don't get that correct. There hasn't been many marks allocated to that, but just so that you know, that is the correct way to do it. D3, and I received 382 Rand and 80 cents. Okay, that has to go into my bank. It was the only transaction for that day. So I can rule off, I'm in my CRJ, rule off and send the amount to bank, 382 Rand and 80 cents. Remember, no R signs, Rand signs, or Rand symbols and pluses or minuses in your CRJs. You're going to get minus marks if you put that in here. Okay, then what was this 382 Rand for? It was for money received from a debtor. So I have to enter it into my debtors control column. All right, simple. That was the second. My next CRJ entry that we said is on the 21st. Okay, and that's going to be document number 002. I received money from S. Shumwe. And we said in my previous activity that S. Shumwe is D1, so his folio number stays with him. And I received 1,595 Rand from S. Shumwe and 0 cents. There was no other transactions for that day on the 21st, so I can rule off and send to bank 1595,00. And what was that for? It was for money received from a debtor. So it has to go into my debtors control account. And that is that. Then on the 24th, I also received money from Al Manay in part payment of his account. So I issued a receipt to Al Manay. Remember, accounting, we always look at from the business's point of view. So if I issued a receipt, that means that I received money from someone. Okay, and it was in part payment of his account, which shows us that he was a debtor. And I received 1,371 Rand and 70 cents. There was no other transactions on that day, so I can rule off and send to bank 1371,70. And what was this for? It was debtors control, so it must go into my debtors control account. Then we can draw a single line at the top and a double line at the bottom to show that we are finished for the day, and then we can total our accounts. The total for bank should be 3,349 Rand and 50 cents, and the total for debtors control should be 3,349 Rand and 50 cents, because what went into bank also went into debtors control. Right, grade 9s, that is activity 7.2 completed. Activity 7.3 is a writing activity. I'm going to ask you to please complete that for homework. All right, it is on page 75 in your textbook. So I'll do the first one with you just so that you guys can have an idea of what you should be saying. So refer to the transactions and answers in activity 7.1 and 7.2. Interpret the accounts of the debtors of trendy stores on the basis of the following questions. So I'm going to give you the first one's answer, and then you can base it on the rest of your answers as well. So you need to comment on whether or not the account is managed well. So yes, G. Jezzy's account is managed well. Why? Because he kept within his credit limit. So you need to refer back to activity 7.1 and 7.2. Check, did they stay within their credit limits, as well as did they pay the account within the recommended days. All right. So please, that is homework for next week, Friday, which is, I'll put the date there now. Homework for the 28th. Okay, 28th of May. Please complete that homework. I'll mark it with you on the 28th. Thank you, and hope you guys understood that. And if there are any questions, please send me a direct message on 082-497-4794 or email me at cbj@krugersdorp.co.za.